Okay, just a warm-up exercise before we begin. I'm going to make 3 statements, and I'd like you to put your hands on your head like this, if you agree, and hands like this, if you disagree. So, my first statement to you, creativity is instilled within everyone. Okay, most of us agree. Second statement, people go at great lengths to be creative. Okay, and my third and final statement, creativity is fundamental to success. Okay, so I think you know where my TED Talk is heading, creativity. I auditioned for TED simply because it was something different, something authentic, which allowed me to explore my ideas and be more creative. Congregating with my fellow speakers and my teammates, it really has helped me shape who I am and what I think about myself, and how I can be more creative in the future. This is especially essential in the world we live in today, because all of us have systematic and methodic lives that we forget to explore the new things in life. We all go through primary, secondary, high school, university, get a job, try to live a sustainable life with a sustainable family. Few of us explore the undying passions we have within us, and those suggestions which might not seem promising at first, but really can explore potential. This is especially true of our educational system today, because a lot of us forget to look at things in a different way. We're all taught the textbook methods, and we forget to find the easy solutions. And I'd like to demonstrate this to you by a few problems. About 90% of Nigerian students were able to solve this problem, and I'm talking about preschoolers here. I'd like a bit of audience participation, so if any answers in the audience? Not many, I see.
Zero.
Pardon?
Zero.
Zero? Yeah. Could you expand on that?
I just thought about the sequence or yeah.
Okay, so the answer is actually this. No, I'm only joking. The answer is quite simple. You just count out the number of circles in each number, and you get your answer. For example, in 8809, you have 6 circles, and your answer is 6. I mean, how many of us tried some arithmetic or logical reasoning? Same. When I saw this at first, I tried that. But this just goes to show how we try and think in a certain direction. And maybe that's not the right way to look at things. We need to try and be more creative and different. Here's another one. A few of us seem to be getting the wrong idea, but the answer is a priest. So society's conforms actually implores us to think in certain ways, in ways which might not be the correct ways. And this is why we need to remember to be different. And being different really has helped in my life itself. Since a young age, I've been primed to delve into the field of medicine. Not only because I could run around children with syringes and giving them injections, not only because I managed to diagnose one of my friends at a very young age with a correct illness, it was a guess of course, but because I had a passion for it. And this passion caused me to invest most of my time within science. I never thought about what music meant to me. I'd been doing music for 7 years, and it never has meant to me more than it does right now. The past 2 years ago, my music teacher left me in the middle of the desert by saying, compose something yourself. With 12 notes, I didn't know what to do. So I started trying different combinations, different things that might just work. And it astounded me how different combinations could actually help me express my feelings, express the emotions I had inside of me, and help me be more creative. Now I've really taken upon music as something that is to be part of my future. And the future for me is not only medicine, but how music complements medicine. Questions such as how Mozart's music is used to treat patients, how patients with medical disabilities are able to compose better than us, how just simply playing music at a hospital manages to increase recovery time drastically. Creativity is something we should all try and implore. We should all try and be different in the little ways we can. I know it seems that creativity seems like a huge step, but really it can just be the small things that make a difference. Robert Epstein said that creativity and happiness, when cultivated, can become a habit. Creativity not only helps us in the world of economy, business, music, and art, but it also helps us psychologically. We are able to think in different ways, and we might actually find a better path to happiness. So don't be afraid to stick out and explore your own ideas, your own ideology. In fact, Albert Einstein himself had to drop out of school to force his own ideologies, to explore what he thought. Practicing creativity on a daily basis can really encourage thinking in a different manner. C.S. Lewis, Enid Blyton, and so many artists, they all have systematic schedules, but they allow themselves time to be more creative, to explore creative problems, to write down their thoughts on paper by being different. I know it may seem that all these pioneers I've mentioned are at a high level, and they're nothing compared to what we do at a daily basis. But really, until you try, you never know the potential you have. Just to get you started on your creative journey, I'd like to leave with you another problem. This is the candle problem by Carl Dunker. Don't give up. All it takes is a bit of time and effort, and believe me, you'll reach places you never thought you would see. I'd be entertaining any answers during the interval. Thank you.